Alright, today I'm going to show you guys a detailed look at this ZD Toys Iron Man figure. It took nearly, well actually more than 2 months to get here from China. And happy to finally be able to show you guys these. But in this video it's just going to be a Mark V, and there's the box. A really nice looking box. They changed the design of it again. I think Mark 2 and 3 were one design, and then Mark 4 came another design, and then Mark 5 and 6 is another design. So I wish they would be a little bit more consistent with their design, because they keep changing it. But here's Mark 5. I mean, it is a welcome change because it does look quite nice, nicer than the first two at least. So once you open up the flap, there are two right here, magnetized, and then remove this panel on top, just a piece of cardboard. And it shows you the base, how to assemble the base, and then the figure will be housed here, and underneath there's another tray with all the accessories. Alright, and here we have the figure outside the packaging, and let's check out the accessories first. First, it comes with this very nice translucent Mark V base, and then we have the briefcase, of course, and you cannot open that up. And here are some blast effect pieces. And then we get 3 sets of hands, 2 sets of repulsor blast hands, one with peg holes on the palm section for the effect pieces, and then a pair of I wouldn't even call relaxed hands, just jazz hands more like it. And then there's the figure. It also comes with this cradle piece. So instead of clamping it around the waist, if you wanted to cradle around the crotch area, you could do that by using this piece. Right, so let's start off with the briefcase. There's not a whole lot to say about the briefcase. I mean, it doesn't open or anything, so there's not really a whole lot you could do with it. Yeah, it's basically just a briefcase. And we don't have a figure this size to hold this briefcase either. We don't have a Tony Stark figure to hold this briefcase, so yeah, just an accessory. Yeah, so there it is. And here's the figure. Let's get a good look at the head sculpt. Quite nice. I think they did a fantastic job with the sculpts here. They all look pretty accurate actually, so I'm surprised about that. Yeah. Oh, why is one eye red and one of the eye insides red? See this one? You can see red in there. I don't know why. Look at that. Oh, I guess they didn't paint the inside of the eyes probably with this one. So that's kind of strange. And then here's the rest of the armor. And there's a little paint defect right there by the bicep section. There's a little bit of silver paint there. But still, overall, I think they did a fantastic job with the paint application here. And I do like the metallic paint they use. It does look very much like Hot Toys quality here. So as far as articulation, head is on the ball joint. It is pretty limited as far as how high you can look up. You can look up about that much. That's about it. There is rotation. You can look left and right, no problem. It's just looking up, it's a little challenging. And then down as well. Yeah, so not a whole lot of range there. The arms does extend out. You see right there. The side as well, and it gives them a little better range, I guess. Go up to right there. And yeah, bicep, there is a swivel joint, and then you can see elbows are double jointed, gives you really good range like that, and then ball jointed wrists. And then as for the torso, right here extends out and comes back down. It extends out, but doesn't give you a whole lot of range though. Here you could kind of see the ball joint in there, but yeah, if you don't extend the abdominal section, the chest section, you get about that much. Extend out, you can get a little more definitely, but not too much. And as for the legs, they do extend out, extend downward, right there. One extended, one is not. And then thigh section, there is a swivel joint. Mine were super tight. I thought it couldn't even move, so I ended up pulling the leg off from the ball socket right there, and then tried to twist this piece and cracked it, and I was able to turn it now. Cracked it meaning cracked the paint, not the joint itself though. This little knees, double jointed, can give you over 9 degrees, and I believe the ankles are also on the ball joint, so looks somewhat limited, but it does give you a little bit of range of motion as well. So as far as this piece is concerned, it is nice. Oh, and the shoulders are on a hinge too, shoulder pads, so that's nice. Doesn't impede with the articulation at all. Let me push this back in. Overall, I do really like this figure. It is going to my collection for all 7 of them. As of this moment, we've gotten 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So I have 7 on pre-order, but they haven't even shown 1 yet. So I don't know when they're gonna make Mark 1. But here's the back of Mark 5. Really nice looking armor. There's no flaps back here though. Nothing, no moving parts or anything. But overall, it's a very good looking figure. It's pretty light too. Here I get him doing a repulsor blast pose. Here you can see the effect pieces I added onto those hands, and looks pretty good. Yeah, I mean, as far as the joints is concerned, they are a bit on the loose side, especially the hip section. They are pretty loose actually, and then shoulders are okay, not great, but still on the loose side, but not to the point where you can't even stand them up or do anything. I mean, he can still keep a pose, so that's nice. But yeah, the paint job is perfect. Consisting, it's somewhere around in the $30 to $40 range, and I'm happy to pay that amount with a paint job like this. But waiting over a month, yeah, you gotta be. Hopefully you have patience, because otherwise you're gonna be stressing waiting 2 months for these guys to come in. Now here you can see the legs are kind of loose. Actually, it's very loose. These are the lowering joints. These are the ones that you can lower. It's the lowering part section that's loose, not the ball joint itself. But once you tugged it back up, I think, oh no, it's still, see how loose that is? Yeah, that's the mechanism that lowers the peg joint down. But if you have him standing, he's gonna look great. When you have him in the pose, I mean, he can still retain that pose, no problem, because this way his legs are still spread apart, and section is gonna hit up this arch right here, stops it from moving even further up, so you're set to about that much of a range. As far as dynamic poses, I don't think this guy can do that many dynamic poses. I'm not even sure whether he could do a landing pose properly, because the way the legs are, even though they're fully extended, you could extend out, but as far as how far up you could raise his leg, not that far actually. On the side here is a little bit better, because you have this arch section where you could put the leg up towards it. That's about it. But yeah, as far as landing pose, I don't think this guy is capable of doing that, at least not a natural looking one. See, it's very limited as far as what he can do here. Yes, he is capable of doing a landing pose, something like that, but his head is definitely not looking up, because, you know, where I showed how limited his range of motion is, but yeah, not the greatest at all. And here's a side-by-side comparison with the Mark 6, also from ZD Toys. It's pretty much a preview of what's to come as far as video review is concerned. So yeah, look at that. And here are two Mark 5s. One is SHF and one is ZD Toys, of course. And the SHF, of course, is the shorter one. And you can see the red paint is definitely different. The SHF version is more maroon-like than red. And the Mark 5 from ZD Toys is the apple red, which is nice. And the silver paint, I think they're pretty similar, almost identical. Actually, yeah, the type of silver they use, it's almost identical. It's definitely not reflective. It is a matte finish. So it's not chrome-like or anything like that. And yeah, lines are all pretty divine too. No soft lines here, so I like that. Yeah, so there you go. And I would happily recommend this figure, even though articulation isn't the best. SHF is definitely way better as far as range of motion, but for paint job and for the price point, with 30 ranging from 30 to 40, somewhere around there, I would highly recommend the ZD Toys. And it is an official release, so yeah, I'm happy about that. And the box is nice too, but get ready to wait over a month if you're ordering overseas for this figure. So there you go. There's the Mark 5 from ZD Toys. Thanks for watching. Oh, forgot one more comparison. Here's the Mark 7 from Marvel Legends, and you can see ZD Toys is tiny bit taller than the Marvel Legends.